Hello, everyone. God, described by the Bible, is the all powerful creator and ruler of the universe. God created the world and all of the things in it with love and goodness. God did not need to create the world, but still made it so his overflowing love for us can be shared. Some words that can describe God are omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, omnibeloved, and transcendent. I know that a lot of people don't know what these 5 words mean, but the words mean that God is all powerful, everywhere, all knowing, all loving, and outside of this world. God created humanity with love and with his image. And with the creation of humanity has a story that leads us to the present time. The story of humanity started with Adam and Eve. Adam was created from the dust from the ground. Then, after Adam was created, Eve was created from Adam's rib. Then and from now has been the story of humanity. The start of the story of humanity is also closely related to the story of salvation history. For a quick summary, Adam and Eve disobeyed God by eating the forbidden fruit. After finding out, God banished them from the Garden of Eden. But even after Adam and Eve's disobedience, which led them to being banished, God continued to show his love for the both of them. In salvation history, this is both the creation and the fall of humanity. God not only loved Adam and Eve, but loved us so much that he sent his only son, Jesus. The incarnation of Jesus is the first part of the redemption from the fall of Adam and Eve in salvation history. Jesus spread the teachings of the Bible and about God the Father. Through these teachings, Jesus gained followers. Being a follower of Christ means that you follow Jesus' teachings. Of course, there are many things that Jesus wants us to follow, but I'll talk about one specifically. The biggest teaching Jesus made is to love God with all of your heart. If you love God with all of your heart, then you'll be considered a follower of Christ. Then, Jesus was crucified, which leads us to the second part of redemption in salvation history. Jesus' crucifixion also brings up the idea of exitus reditus, since Jesus was brought by God and then returned back to him in heaven. In salvation history, we're now in parousia, meaning we are waiting for the second coming of Jesus. To prepare us, God sent us with Peter. In Matthew chapter 16, verses 18 through 19, we see Peter being responsible for being the foundation of the church and creating the foundation of the church. The church also plays a role in salvation history by showing God's love for us through the readings, gospels, and etc. The church is where followers of Christ go in order to learn and unite with one another. We learn about God, who is the Father of creation, and finally, we the faithful are the sons and daughters of God. As mentioned before, we're waiting for the second coming of Jesus. This is the story of humanity as well as salvation history. Thank you for listening.